My dear students, today the second day of the series. As you know that we have started a series in SST of the previous year questions. So today I am going to discuss the questions from the chapter The Rise of Nationalism in India. I think you will carefully listen it because these questions are too important, and as I have planned that the students should get 100 out of 100 marks in SST. For that purpose only I am going to conduct this series. So be careful, be regular, and go through these videos. So let us start the today's video. Today's questions are as follows. The number one, the first question: when did Gandhiji return to India from South Africa? When did Gandhiji return to India from South Africa? The correct answer is in the year 1915. In the year 1915, Gandhiji returned to India from South Africa. The second question: why was the Satyagraha organized in Champaran in the year 1916? Why was the Satyagraha organized in Champaran in the year 1916? The correct answer is to oppose oppressive plantation system. The correct answer: why was the Satyagraha organized in Champaran in the year 1916? The correct answer is to oppose oppressive plantation system. My dear, two questions from this only. One, in which year the Champaran Satyagraha was organized? The answer is in the 1960. In question only the answer. And another question: why? To oppose the oppressive plantation system. The next question: in which year Mahatma Gandhi organized a Satyagraha in support of cotton mill workers of Ahmedabad? In which year Mahatma Gandhi organized Satyagraha in support of cotton mill workers in Ahmedabad? In the year 1980. The correct answer is in the 1980. The next question: in which year Gandhiji launched Satyagraha in support of the poor peasants in the Kheda district of Gujarat? In which year Gandhiji organized Satyagraha in support of the poor peasants of Kheda district of Gujarat? The correct answer is 1917. So three questions. The three questions are very important. Gandhiji returned to India in the year 1915. In the year 1916, he organized a Satyagraha in the Champaran district of Bihar against the oppressive plantation system. The second in the Kheda district of Gujarat in the year 1917. In the year 1917, he organized a Satyagraha in Kheda district of Gujarat in support of the poor peasants. And the third, in the year 1918, Gandhiji organized a Satyagraha in Ahmedabad in support of the cotton mill workers. These three questions are very important questions. Next question: in which year the Rowlatt Act was passed? In which year the Rowlatt Act was passed? The Rowlatt Act was passed in the year 1919. In the year 1919. Next question: in which year the Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place? In which year the Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place? The Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place on 13th April 1919. Where? In Amritsar. Nowadays it is in Punjab. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place in the year 1919 on 13th April in the year 1919 in Amritsar. Nowadays in which state Amritsar? It is in Punjab. Next question: what does the term Khalifa refer to? What does the term Khalifa refer to? Khalifa means a spiritual head of Muslim community. Khalifa means the spiritual head of the Muslim communities. Next question: who led the Khilafat movement in Bombay? Who led the Khilafat movement in Bombay? The Khilafat movement was led in Bombay by Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. By Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. Next question, in which Indian National Congress the idea of Khilafat and non-cooperation was adopted? Again, I am going to repeat this question. In which Indian National Congress session the idea of Khilafat and non-cooperation was adopted? The correct answer is the Indian National Congress session in Calcutta in the year 1920. The Calcutta session in year 1920. The next question, who wrote the book Hind Swaraj? Who wrote the book Hind Swaraj? The book Hind Swaraj was written by Mahatma Gandhi. Next question, what was the non-cooperation and Khilafat movement? When was the non-cooperation and Khilafat movement was launched? When was the non-cooperation and Khilafat movement was launched? It was launched in January 1921. In January 1921, the non-cooperation and Khilafat movement was launched. The next question, it is very important question. By which agreement depressed classes were given reserved seats in provincial and central legislative council? By which agreement depressed classes were given reserved seats in provincial and central legislative council? The correct answer is Pune Pact. The Pune Pact was took place between Bhim Rao Ambedkar and Mahatma Gandhi. One more question related to this. Who organized the Dalits into depressed class in the year 1930? Who organized the Dalits into depressed class in the year 1930? The correct answer is Bhim Rao Ambedkar. Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. The next question, what is meant by begar? What is meant by begar? Begar, forced labor without payment is called begar. Forced labor without payment is called begar. What is meant by begar? Forced labor without payment. The next question, who led the peasants movement in Awadh? Who led the peasants movement in Awadh? In Awadh, the peasant movement was led by Baba Ramchandra, who was a sannyasi. Next question, after which incident the non-cooperation movement was withdrawn? After which incident the non-cooperation movement was withdrawn? It was withdrawn after the incident of Chora Chori in Uttar Pradesh near the Gorakhpur. What happened there? The movement, their satyagrahis had attacked over the police. Means the movement turned into the violence. So the Mahatma Gandhi decided to withdraw the movement. I mean the correct answer is after the incident of Chora Chori. The next question, who led the tribal movement in the Gundam Hill of Andhra Pradesh? Who led the tribal movement in the Gundam Hill of Andhra Pradesh? The tribal movement in Gundam Hill of Andhra Pradesh was led by Alluri Sitaram Raju. Next question, it is also very important question for you. In which session of Congress was the resolution of Purn Swaraj adopted? In which session of the Congress was the resolution of Purn Swaraj was adopted? The correct answer is Lahore session of Congress in December 1929. In December 1929, in Lahore Congress, the Congress adopted the resolution of Purn Swaraj. The next question, who led the civil disobedience movement in Peshawar? Who led the civil disobedience movement in Peshawar? In Peshawar, this movement, the civil disobedience movement was led by Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Abdul Ghaffar Khan, also known as Frontier Gandhi. Abdul Ghaffar Khan, also known as Frontier Gandhi. Another question also may be asked, who is known as the Frontier Gandhi? The answer is Abdul Ghaffar Khan. The next question, which combinations color was there in the Swaraj flag designed by Gandhiji in 1921? The What was the combination of the color in the Swaraj flag which was designed by Gandhiji in the year 1921? It was red, green and white. Red, green and white. Next question. In which year Simon Commission arrived to India? In which year Simon Commission arrived to India? The correct answer is in the year 1928. In the year 1928. And the last question. Why was Simon Commission sent to India? Why was Simon Commission sent to India? The Simon Commission was sent to India to look into constitutional matter and suggest reform. Simon Commission was sent to India to look into constitutional matter and suggest reforms. My dear, today this much question only. Again tomorrow I shall come with some more questions from this chapter only, because this chapter is very important questions, very important chapter. Maximum questions will be asked from this question. Okay, thanks. Have a nice day.